What is happening, YouTube? So, the man, the myth, the legend has returned. So pretty much the first quarter we were we did okay for the first 6 minutes. It was a close one, and then everything went wrong as soon as it was 5 minutes to the first quarter. Then the second quarter, we did horrible. We built pretty much the Empire State of New York in the first half, and then the second half, we finished off strong. We finally got our stuff together. We were making our shots finally. We played very sloppy. We were turning the ball over the most pettiest things ever. Like Zubac, he passed the ball too prematurely. Paul George, he just turned the ball over too much. And it was a mess for the Clippers. And if the Clippers finally pulled it through by Marcus Morris, Reggie Jackson they bailed us out. Paul George played okay. His offense was there. He got some nice dunks. So he was actually good. Kawhi, rusty, couldn't hit any shots, but nevertheless he is one of the biggest team. Plus, played really good defense, rebounds, passed the ball, and everything. And we managed to win. The Pistons, they have a really bright future with Ivy and Jalen Duren. Jaden Ivey is a pretty good player, very lightning quick. He's like a bigger but an 80% version of Ja Morant. He's not like exactly like Ja, but he's still very quick. He might be less like acrobatic than Ja, but nevertheless, he's a bright player. I could see him easily making like 5-time All-Star. And also Kate didn't play, so but thankfully we didn't lose, because if we lost, that would have been one of the worst losses ever. This is honestly, despite the win, this is one of the worst games we played this year. But thankfully, the Pistons, they couldn't hit any shots too, so we were just bailed out. But anyways, let's dig player by player. So first of all, Kawhi Leonard, 0 for 3. Well, he had only 6 points, 50% from the free throw. He got some rebounds and he got 4 assists. I feel the most underrated thing about Kawhi is his passing. People praise LeBron all day about how good of a passer he is, and how all around he is. But I feel Kawhi is just as all around as LeBron, in my opinion, because Kawhi is a very good shooter. Well, mid-range shooting. He's very strong inside. Defense is just the best in NBA history. And he can rebound, he can dime, he can steal, he can do it all. LeBron, yes, he can pass. Yes, he's strong. Yes, he's athletic. He can shoot. Every now and then. He's pretty streaky in shooting. He's hot one night and he's bad other night, and he's not like the most clutch, at least for this year. Miami LeBron, though, he was different, but I'm still taking peak Kawhi over LeBron, just because Kawhi doesn't have a legit weakness other than quote unquote health, but it's not really his fault because he dealt with dirty plays. Ingles just trucked Kawhi Leonard, just shoved him, and Zaza Pachulia rolled his ankle. So nothing you could do about that. Imagine if Zaza Pachulia and Joe Ingles targeted Michael Jordan would have just been as hurt as Kawhi. So there's nothing you could do about that. You cannot predict a dirty play. So I don't like hearing when people say Kawhi Leonard's just made out of glass. It's because dirty plays. Marcus Morris, he started off really cold, but then second half he heated up. 16 points, and He got 6 rebounds, which is he's improving on rebounds. I like that. And defense, when he was on Ivy, he was kind of getting blown by, which is I mean not too surprising because Jane Ivy's just lightning quick, but he he was one of the pretty much one of the more better players tonight. Pretty much honestly, he might be the second best player tonight if we're being honest. All right, then Ivica Zubac. Zubac, he was not the best in terms of field goal this time. Usually he'd be really efficient, but he was missing so many easy layups, which is, man, he hurt my prospect real hard. He hurt my prospect real hard. But he got a huge amount of rebounds. 18 rebounds. That's astonishingly amazing. He did get 5 turnovers, but his rebounds is amazing. Amazing. Which is that is something the Clippers could use. Zubac is now in my untouchable list, so the Clippers should not trade Kawhi, Paul George, Zubac, Brandon Boston, and Musa, and Clippers should try to refrain from trading Terrence Mann too. Reggie Jackson, oh my gosh. Oh boy. A lot of people, they be disrespecting this man. From social media to YouTube, Twitter, everything. They were disrespecting the living heck out of Reggie. Reggie was the reason why we won. Without Reggie, we'd been cheeks. But Reggie, he was cooking at every angle, 60% from 3. Very efficient night. Shout out to Reggie. You are the man. You are the man himself, Mr. June. But Reggie, we love you, but you gotta play like this every single game. Maybe not exactly like this, but at least drop like 16 on average nights, and some nights you explode like this, or heck, maybe like, okay, let's just not, that's a little, 16, that is good, but like we would, at least like 14 to 16, no more than, no less than 13, alright? We want you to be very consistent. Like, you cannot just have, 21 night, and all of a sudden you score like 9 points, and the other night, like, nah, please try to keep it consistent, Reggie. We love you no matter what. We support you. We love Mr. June. Paul George, he shot pretty poorly, but he made some really good plays in terms of steals and everything. Defense was really good. Rebounding, he was amazing. 9 boards. And he did turn the ball over, alright? Which is 4 turnovers, which is still pretty shaky. Which is Paul, try to control with that, alright? Try to control that. Because turnovers are a really big Achilles heels. And then we're going to go with Nicholas Batum. Batum, he got some rebounds, but it was a quiet night. He didn't really do much, but it's whatever. Norman Powell, he started off really rough in the first half, but then the second half, he got better. 5 for 9. He hit some shots. He went to the line and got 2 rebounds and 1 assist, which is he did okay. Well, 14 points actually. That's solid enough to help us win. Now Moses Brown, he's actually a huge spark plug, but what Ty Lue did, I complained about Tyronn Lue's rotation, and I'm still, a little bit disappointed on how this man, Brandon Boston Jr. and Moose is not playing on the floor. But Moses Brown, at least I'm a little okay. I'll give Ty Lue credit for playing Moses Brown. At least he's a young player after all. And Moses Brown, he produced. He brought energy, got some dunks, pretty much brought momentum. And then John Wall, he pretty much um, he he had a quieter night. Wall was uh, uh, 6 turnovers. Man, I'm not gonna lie. You did play a bit like Russ. You did actually play like Russell Westbrook tonight, but you got 4 assists. I'll give you that. But we don't want you to. Let's try to control that Wall. But I did like that he got Zubac some one of the baskets. But man, 1 for 4. But he did shoot decently well from the three. Well, one shot, but Wall can clearly shoot better than Westbrook for sure. But still, just sometimes he has his laps. But at least when John Wall's at his worst, it's not as bad as Russell Westbrook. But still, 6 turnovers. That's actually pretty awful. So definitely limit that. Try to lower it down to 3 or 4. Like even Paul George's turnover was 4, which is a little bit high, but it's not too bad. It's livable. And then Terrence Mann, he brought some momentum. He got some putbacks. He definitely played solid defense. And honestly, Clippers should just try to have Terrence Mann as a facilitator because I feel his playmaking's pretty controlled and he plays with pace. But that's just like an option. But overall, the Clippers won, but it was a sloppy win. But I'll take a win. And pretty much like the MVP, Reggie Jackson for sure. Morris, he brought a lot of momentum. Zubac was the anchor man in terms of possessions. 40 minutes. That is crazy good. And Zubac is so durable, which is I love about that. But Tyloo, you need to start trying to play Musa Diabate though, in my opinion, because Musa, he would be getting so many rebounds too, and he would bring a lot of ferocious energy, and he would have gave Zubac a perfect breather. But at least he played Moses Brown. I'll give you that. But it is what it is, and glad we won. Now let's go to the Pistons side real quick. So Marvin Bagley, yeah, he was not a big factor. He didn't make any shots. He did play solid defense in some plays on Ivica Zubac, but he didn't do much. Bogdan Bogdanovic, oh my goodness, that dude was killing us in the first half. It was so painful. It was just pure agony. Pure agony. He was shooting mid ranges like crazy. He was shooting like damn near DeMar DeRozan top mid range. Hit all his free throws. Their best player of the night. Painful. Sadiq Bey, he hit 2 threes. He made some baskets. And he got some rebounds. 8 rebounds, which is pretty good. But thankfully he missed a lot of threes as well too. Jaden Ivey, his efficiency didn't look good, but he definitely brought a lot of excitement. He got 18 points. He's a really fast player. And I don't know. His defense is okay. Well, actually, respectably solid. Like, he was not getting blown by too quick. But Ivy, man, he's the Pistons' special player. He also got 5 assists as well too. So he's a He's kind of like a point guard and shooting guard type player. And Pistons, they got a good pick with Jaden Ivey. Really exciting player. That dude is a complete dog. He's just fearless. Although he definitely needs to work on his threes, though. But when he was shooting his threes, it didn't look so bad. It was on par. But it's part of being a rookie. But at the same time, though, he is an older rookie, so he should be a lot better in terms of threes. But still, I think Ivy could be a pretty good player. At least he's probably going to make at least a four-time All-Star. Really exciting player. Killian Hayes, he was pretty bad. The way how he shoots is just goodness awful. He shot the worst bricks. He was shooting like from the he it pretty much hit the damn backboard, and he shot so many air balls. He is horrible. And I also bet him to go under for prize picks, and I'm glad I did because he is cheeks. He did get 3 rebounds, and he got an assist. He actually got some steals, which is I'll give him that, and he got 2 blocks. But nevertheless, he was horrible, horrible, and I don't even know if the Pistons could even get any trade value for him. Maybe just solely because he's young, but really, like I don't know. I thought he would have been a solid player, but man, I'm surprised that he is actually this bad. No disrespect to him, but that's just how he played. Isaiah Livers, solid player, a big body frame, good defender, made some key field goals. Didn't get much rebounds, but he's solid for them. Kevin Knox, he didn't really make any shots. He was just kind of some of a non-factor as well too. He got some blocks, so that's good. Jalen Duren, he's also the bright piece. He's in my opinion, I thought he's a solid rim protector. He got a lot of rebounds, and he brought some excitements. And honestly, in my opinion, I think Jalen Duren should be starting if I were the Pistons coach because he's a really ferocious defender, and he's a really good rebounder as well too. He's kind of like a Dwight Howard, not really a prime Dwight Howard, but like I'm talking about, I would say the bubble Lakers Dwight Howard, because the bubble Lakers Dwight Howard, he was a great rebounder, and he definitely got in Jokic's head, and Jalen Duren, he has the perfect potential to do that. Alec Burks, he was a non-factor from field goal, but he was a factor because he went to the free throw line and definitely helped the Pistons in key moments because the refs, they were too sweet with him. He also almost rolled Norman Powell ankle because stuck his foot out. But Norman Powell's okay. Hamidou Diallo, he was 2 for 4. I forgot who was the one who shot over on the side of the backboard, but I think it was Diallo, I want to say, and that was hilarious. Diallo, he's a role player. What could I really say? 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and I just want to say, thank goodness that the Pistons are so bad at shooting threes. If they were anywhere decent, if they were even like, let's just say 27% from threes, we would have lost this game. So, despite the win, Clippers definitely could work on just tighten up more. But thankfully we won. Thankfully, out of all the games we played bad, it was it was the Pistons. To be honest, the only teams that the Clippers could get away playing very sloppy, it's the Lakers, the Pistons, and I would say the Houston Rockets to a certain extent. But anyways, glad we won. Imagine if we lost, it'd been painful. But let me know what you think about the game and leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get with y'all in the comment sections. As y'all know, have a great night. Peace.